Have you ever wondered, what would happen if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning? Not slowly, not over millions of years, right now, in the next second. It sounds impossible because, well, actually, it almost is. Our planet spins at around 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. That's faster than the speed of sound. The strange thing is, you don't feel any of it. Right now, you're flying through space faster than most airplanes have ever traveled, yet your coffee stays perfectly still. So what would happen if all of that motion simply disappeared? Would we fall over? Would buildings collapse? Would the oceans stop moving? Or would nobody even notice? Well, actually, almost everything on Earth's surface would keep moving. Because while the planet stopped, you didn't. Every person, every car, every tree, every building, every drop of water would continue moving east at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. Imagine slamming on the brakes in a moving car. Now imagine that car was the size of a planet. Within seconds, cities would become storms of flying debris. Cars would tumble through the streets. Forests would flatten. Glass would explode. And the winds would become something humanity has never experienced. Entire skyscrapers would disappear behind walls of dust. But believe it or not, that's only the beginning. Because the atmosphere wouldn't stop either. And what happens next makes the first few seconds look peaceful. Because stopping Earth's rotation wouldn't just create a massive windstorm, it would change almost everything about the planet. The first thing to understand is this: the Earth is not just spinning, it's also moving through space, and everything around us is moving with it. The atmosphere, the oceans, even you. But when the ground suddenly stops, the air above it keeps going. And this creates something terrifying. Winds so powerful that they would make the strongest hurricanes in history look like a gentle breeze. At the equator, the atmosphere would continue moving at more than 1,600 kilometers per hour, faster than many fighter jets. The sky itself would become a weapon, but the wind wouldn't be the only problem. The oceans would keep moving too, and because water has incredible mass, it wouldn't simply stop. It would continue rushing forward, creating enormous waves that would travel across continents. Cities near coastlines would be hit by walls of water. Entire regions would be underwater. But there's something even stranger. A stopped Earth would no longer have the same relationship with the sun. Right now, the planet spins once every 24 hours. That's why we have day and night. But if Earth stopped spinning, one side of the planet would face the sun for months, while the other side would be trapped in darkness. The sunny side would become unbearably hot. The dark side would freeze, and between them would be a permanent zone of extreme winds and storms. But wait, would humans really have no chance? Would Earth become completely unlivable? Well, actually, the answer is more complicated. If Earth stopped spinning, the world wouldn't instantly disappear. Life would continue, but it would become almost impossible in many places. The biggest survivors would probably be the ones who adapt. Humans are surprisingly good at adapting. We build shelters, we create technology, we find ways to survive in extreme environments. But Earth itself would change. One of the biggest changes would happen to our oceans. Because Earth's rotation creates a force that affects how water is distributed around the planet. Without that rotation, the oceans would slowly move toward the poles. Over time, huge amounts of land near the equator would become exposed, but other places would disappear beneath deeper oceans. The map of Earth would look completely different. The stars would also look different. Without a normal day and night cycle, our concept of time would completely change. Imagine waking up and the sun hasn't moved much for weeks. Then imagine waiting months for darkness to arrive. Our clocks, calendars, farming, and entire civilization were built around a spinning planet. Remove that, and humanity would have to completely rethink how we live. But there is one more question. Could Earth actually stop spinning? Could something powerful enough do it? Well, actually, that is where things become even more interesting.